welcome back to Alternate Intelligence. Today we're going to be covering the realization of wavelengths as well as the realization of scales. To start with, let's go ahead and prime our mental imaging realm of thought. Let's start with that soul vehicle, the star tetrahedron, right in the center of our grid of reference. And then from there, remembering our air quadrant, our water quadrant, our fire quadrant, and our earth quadrant, as well as the right logical sun physical aspect, as well as the left creative moon non-physical aspect, and in the center the star tetrahedron, the soul vehicle. Now let's go ahead and dive into the fire quadrant, as we're diving into something ever-changing and new. We're creating new thought processes. And let me start off with this dialogue. Everything material is a wave in form of different frequencies, or vibrating particles. When you think of wavelength, you probably often refer to the waves of the electromagnetic spectrum, which includes colors, microwaves, radio waves, etc. However, think about an ocean for a moment, an ocean of particles. These particles are moving back and forth, sliding past each other in a fluctuation of movement. This is the liquid state of matter. What if the ocean of particles in question was even more spread apart and moving even faster? This is the state of heat. After that ocean of particles has been heated, it is then well known that they become permanently spread apart and float around in gaseous form. What happens if these floating particles are then cooled down and condensed into a slower moving and packed together ocean of particles, a solid? Refer these states of matter back to our earlier demonstrated elements of our grid, right here. How does the thought of each of these states of matter make you feel? Are there often times when you feel fast-paced or scattered around the room? Or do you usually feel more condensed and cooled down? This is known as identifying with the elements on the most basic level. One important fact to remember about this realm that we live in is that we ourselves and everything around us is constantly moving. Whether it is our internal processes in our bodies and minds, the different states of matter found throughout the day, or even the planet that we live on, everything is in a constant wave of movement at different degrees of speeds and scales, much like the varying degrees of speeds and scales that everyday people function on. We are all students of the all, learning on different levels, traveling on different wavelengths. Whether we remember this fact or not, this is unfolding before our eyes every second of the day. Now, for the realization of scales. Everything that we have been covering since the beginning of this series has been leading to the fact that there is an underlying pattern in all things, within our minds, within the world, within the particles, and within the things of the sky. Here's a realization of scales list that I've put together, and I'll start from the smallest and make my way to the largest. The electron, the neutron, the proton, the molecule, and the particle. When it comes to the Earth, the inner core, the outer core, the mantle, and the crust. When it comes to the oceans, the hadal-pelagic zone, the abyssal pelagic zone, the bathypelagic zone, the mesopelagic zone, and the epipelagic zone. Then into the atmosphere, the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. And then, moving on further from there, solar systems, galaxies, universes, multiverses, and everything in space itself. So as we can see, looking at these scales from a larger view, everything in life works in these layers. Everything is sedimentary, so to speak. Everything is playing off of each other. Everything depends on each other to keep the building blockchain going. I believe this is a part of a divine design that our Creator had placed inside of this creation as a signature of such. And I hope that this has opened your eyes as well to a new perspective, maybe. But that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching.